So as usual, I have errors, but I can show you. So I have an error, but I can input data. My CSS isn't working and I ran out of time to fix it. But I get an error. So then if I go back, I can go to the login page. I can also enter in information. But obviously it doesn't work. Then I can go to my shop page. The heading comes up with your cart is empty, but I have an error. And then my front page with my 2 buttons, and if you click admin, it takes you to the login page. If you click shop, it doesn't do anything because I have an error with my a shop cart page. Yeah, I have an error with it. So we have my front page with my information and my buttons. And then it just takes you to the page that you need to go to. Sorry, there we go. Then you have my login page, where you have your headings and your text boxes and then your buttons. And then here is where I have my information for if you press the login button. I'm guessing my connection isn't working. So I have all my information to select the ID and admin because I made 3 of the customers admins or users. And then I just made sessions for the names and the ID. And then you have the location which takes you to the next page. I have my my register page. Also just the headings and the text boxes. Then the buttons. Then also my connection didn't work, so I have my button. I have my variables. I did add in this HTML5 to hash it out, but it didn't work. I have to see if the information that was inputted, if it's true. Where if it is, it takes you to the next page. And if it's not, then you go back and you have to redo it. Then I have my A shop cart. I just have my HTML with my CSS, which wasn't working. I have my session. Then I made a global variable. Then here is where you can remove an item from your cart. Then you get a message which says your product has been removed. Then here you can change your order and the loop stops once you've finished with it and you've got the quantity that you want. Then here we just set a variable where the total price is 0. I have my headings for my table. I have my variable and my session. This is my array from the my shop cart. The my shop page. Then I have my image, which I am calling and I'm giving it width and height. Then I'm adding the name and I'm using the item code to check against the one in the array. Then here the user is allowed to choose a quantity of up to 5. So there are different options. Then here the selling price is displayed with a rand sign. Then I have my total price calculation, which is your selling price times quantity. Then my total is displayed. Then I have my buttons, show cart and checkout. Then I have a message which popped up, your cart is empty if you have nothing in it. And then my 2 buttons, show cart and checkout, take you to different pages. Then I have my shop page, where I have the global variable again. Then I have the item code, which I will use to check if the information of that certain item is correct. So I select all the items or information from the item table. Then they are just displayed. Then I made the array where what the user chooses will be stored in. Then here, when the user chooses a product, the product will be added to the cart and a message will pop up. Then here in this method, a message will pop up if the item is already in the cart. So this determines and checks whether you already have an item in the cart for that. And then your last else product has been added to your cart if you don't already have that product after they've checked. Then here I have my add to cart button and its method. Then over here I'm selecting everything from the items table and I'm just sending it into the rows in the array so that it can be but displayed in the A shop cart page. Then on my checkout page I ran out of time, but I did put something to display. Your order has been placed, and then thank you for ordering from us. And then my admin page, the code you gave us, I wasn't able to fix it. I ran out of time. Well, not fix it, but change it for my code. Then I have an insert statement for when the user adds an item. So then all the information they add will be added into the table. Then here the message will pop up once the item has been added to the table. Then we start the session. The admin can obviously remove and delete, and they can change certain things, the quantity or all of that they would like to change. Here are my buttons for doing that. So my edit item, delete item and add item. Then they can change the quantity again, and then it's all just displayed in the table. Then I added some new things to my CSS, but it's obviously not working, so I am not going to show that.